What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about 5 easy ways to diversify your income, or in other words, 5 easy ways to just make more money. Now, before we jump into the video, make sure that you hit that like button, and if you do enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe. It does help out the channel a ton. Alright, let's jump into it. Okay, so let's get into 5 easy things that you can do to diversify your income and make some more money. First of all, I just want to say and kind of preach this, it's always good to have as many sources of income as you can. Even if some don't make as much as others, like even if some only make you a couple $100s a month and the other one makes a couple $1,000s a month, that couple $100 a month source of income is still very valuable. It's also nice because if you lose your job, then you have other sources of income so you won't fall on your face. You know, you can still survive, feed your family, feed yourself, pay your rent, whatever you need to do. And if you're saying in your head right now, there's no way that I'm ever going to lose my job, what I'd say to that, still diversify your income, still try to get more streams of income simply because it's more money. You know, why wouldn't you want more money? It's cash flow, you can scale your net worth faster, just diversify your income. Okay guys, so the first thing that I have for you to diversify your income, and this is going to sound a little strange, but donating plasma. I've been donating plasma for about 3 years now, give or take, on and off. Sometimes I go a couple months without doing it. But the nice thing about it is it's really only 2 hours of your time per week. So you go twice and it's an hour each time. And usually what plasma places will do is for the first 8 donations or so, they'll pay you a bonus for like an incentive bonus. So for instance, they'll say like the bonus I'm on right now is $900 for the first 8 donations that you donate with us. The last plasma place I donated at, it was $1,000 for the first 10 donations. So for the most part, it generally is around $100 an hour, $100 a donation. So I go in 2 times a week and I make about $115 every time I go in, and it's about an hour every single time. Last time it was 51 minutes. I remember looking at my phone and I was like, wow, that was a super quick 115 bucks. So for 8 hours of my time for the whole month, I'm getting $900. So that's an extra $900 on top of what I make for my job, on top of what I make from my other sources of income. And like I said, it was only 8 hours of my time. A good idea to look into it. I will say as well, after those 8 donations that you donate or 10 donations that you donate and your incentive bonus goes down, it usually gets cut by like half, so it'll be around $400, $450 a month, which is still really good for only 8 hours of your time. That's still around $50, $55 an hour. But what you can actually do, and what I just did, is you can transfer to a different plasma center and do their incentive bonus as well. So like I mentioned earlier, I had my last plasma place, it was $1,000 for the first 10 donations, $100 an hour. And once that was up, I did donate there for a little bit longer because I was in school still. But then I went over and moved over to this plasma center, which is BioLife, and I got to restart on the incentive bonus. So now it's $900 for the first 8 donations, and I'm still in that. So between the two, I made almost $2,000 in the last couple months. And it was only 18 hours of my time, about, give or take, maybe 20 with some filling out some paperwork for being a new donor. 20 hours of my time, $2,000. And the nice part is too, is when you're donating, those 20 hours, they're not like you're working. I was literally on my phone on TikTok the entire time that I was donating, or taking notes, or doing a schedule, or budgeting, or whatever I had to do that day. And so it was kind of like, you just sit there and do what you need to do on your phone, or play on your phone, watch videos on your phone, and you make $100 or $50 if you already passed your incentive bonuses. So definitely a good source of income to look into, and would definitely recommend it. If you guys have any questions at all about donating plasma, or kind of how to start, what you need, or just any questions at all, feel free to comment down below. Or if you guys just want me to make a whole entire separate video in a little more detail on donating plasma, what to expect during the donation process, how to do it, comment down below and I'll make that video. Okay guys, now the second income stream that I have for you to diversify your income is investing in the stock market. Last year, I know I did, and a lot of my friends and a lot of people I know made thousands of dollars in the stock market. You guys can too as well. I'm not going to go too much into detail on how to invest in the stock market, just because I already made a video. And if you want to learn more and more detail on how to get started with the stock market, check out my video, How to Invest for Beginners. I talk about it more extensively in that video. But like I said, this is another great source of income whether you want to day trade or just invest in an IRA for retirement or just invest to see what happens. This can be a great source of income. The next source of income that I'm going to talk about for you guys to diversify your income stream is to invest in real estate. Same kind of deal. I did talk about this more in depth on my video, How to Invest for Beginners. So I'm not going to dive in super duper detail on exactly how to get started with it. But investing in real estate is really nice because you can use someone else's money to make you money, aka the bank. You go and get a loan and use their money and then rent out the properties to make you money. So it's a really good extra source of income. You can get that extra money every month and just have that money coming in your pocket, cash flow. And the more you scale your real estate, the more homes you buy, the more cash flow that you have coming in every month. So eventually you won't even need a job anymore. But like I said, if you guys want to learn more about how to get started with real estate, go check out my other video. Alright, the next source of income that I have for you guys is to start flipping cars. If you can learn the game of flipping cars, you can make a ton of money. You guys might know him, but there's a YouTuber whose name is the Stradman, who he came out with a video on YouTube a while back, and it was titled How I Got a Lamborghini at 26. And in that he kind of talks about his strategy, how he diversifies his income. But one of the main things that he talks about is flipping cars and how he started from little cars, like he started with cheaper cars and eventually went on to BMWs, and now he flips exotic cars like Bugattis, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and you can imagine that checks really, really nice. The first car that I was actually going to flip was a Volkswagen Jetta, or it was a GTI, one of those two, and the auction, so it was at an auction, and they were selling it for $3,800. And I looked it up on Kelley Blue Book, and it was worth easily $6,000. I could have gotten $6,000 out of that car easily. The only problem with it was the battery, and that's why the auction was selling it for so low, because it didn't start. It didn't start because it needed a new battery, which is like a $100 fix, $150 fix maybe. So they were just trying to get it off their lot, trying to get room for more cars, because that's their goal, is just turn over, sell as many cars as they can. They're not really selling it at the full value. So that's a really easy $2,000 right there. You know, you go fix the battery, you go put it in, start it up, drive away. And there's so many other ways that you can do this. There's cars on Craigslist. You can go to the auctions to buy cars, and you can go find cars on Craigslist where people are selling their cars for less than what they're worth. So whether that be because they just don't want to deal with it anymore. I know one time I saw a Honda Civic on Craigslist where he was selling it for half the price, and it ran fine. The miles were, you know, good. Everything was good with it. The thing was, his daughter just moved out of the house, and it was her car, and he just wanted to get it out of his driveway. So situations like that are all over the place. And so you just go buy that car for half the price, you know, maybe clean it up, give it a bath, and then turn around, sell it for the full price, and you just doubled your money. So that's a really, really easy way to make some extra money, to diversify your cash flow. Same thing with this, guys. If you guys want me to make a separate video a little bit more in detail on how exactly to flip cars, or what to look for in cars, or what are the best cars to flip, a little more detail on this, comment down below and I'll make that video as well. Alright, the last thing I'm going to talk about to help you guys diversify your income is affiliated marketing. Now, for those of you who don't know what affiliated marketing is, I'll just give you a quick rundown. Basically, it's when you're a content creator, whether that be, you know, you make blog posts, YouTube videos. Basically, anyone can be a content creator, by the way, as long as you just have a passion for something. Let's say you like building cars, you can go make a blog posts all day long about different things to do on cars, answer people's questions on forums, Reddit, just make blog posts. You don't even need to get in front of a camera. You just type up blog posts, articles, all kinds of different things, and you're passionate about it, so you have a lot to say anyway. And so that's a great way to kind of start creating content. As well as if you like the camera more, you like being seen more, you don't mind YouTube, you can always start a YouTube channel or Instagram account for what you're passionate about, and then from there kind of create a following. Once you have a little following, a little group of people, and some content out there, and you've been doing it for, you know, a few months, 6 months, let's say, and you've kind of built up your name and your brand, you can go get these links from different companies, and they're actually links to products that they sell. So you can put them in your website, and let's say I was going to make a YouTube video on the camera I'm using. So let's say I was going to make a YouTube video on the Canon EOS It's the T7, I don't know exactly what it's called, but let's say I was going to make a video on that camera specifically, and someone wanted to know about it, so they went on YouTube, typed in how good is the Canon T7, whatever it's called, and my video came up and I reviewed the entire camera, and then at the end I'd say something like, yeah, and go down below to the camera if you really like this camera. The link to this camera is in my description below, and you can get it there. And then let's say that they go click on that link and they get it. You actually get a commission of that sale, because it was because of your video that sold them on it, so you get a commission of that sale. And believe it or not, people make thousands of dollars a month doing this. People live on this. I've heard of a lot of people who this is their full-time job, and all they do all day is make blog posts, make YouTube videos, and they make, you know, $100,000 a year, $150,000 a year just from those little links that people click on, and they get that commission. The nice thing about affiliated marketing though is you can still have a full-time job, and this can just be a little side hustle thing. 30 minutes of your time a day for 6 months, eventually you'll have that following, and you'll be able to start, you know, reviewing products, or not even reviewing products, but just talking about something similar to that product, and then sneaking it in there, and, you know, naturally putting it in your blog post or YouTube video, and then having that link, and then start making money on the side from as well as your job. I will say, with affiliated marketing, it is really nice, but it is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not like flipping cars where you can just go to the auction lot or go on Craigslist, find a car and have it flipped within a week or 2 weeks. With affiliated marketing, you do need to build your brand first, and you do need to kind of build your reputation and your following, so that when you're advertising a product, you have enough people to buy it, or else, you know, you won't see any money. So it might take 6 months up to a year even to start seeing dollar signs, but that is just one thing where make sure you're passionate about what you're talking about, and then you'll never run out of things to talk about. You'll never get bored talking about it. And you can kind of build your following, build your brand name, and then start racking in the dollar signs with affiliated marketing. Alright, so that's been the 5 easy income streams you can do to help diversify your income, make a little more money. If that video was helpful at all, or you enjoyed that video, feel free to subscribe. I do make helpful videos like this, or little tips and tricks for different things every week. But have a good day, guys. See you next week.